Okay. Let's get the old random up. Hey, Tyler. I don't know if you want to give me a guess for an auto or if you want to wait and see after I do the random, see what teams you have. So, give you that choice. Some decent teams left over. So, we got 15 teams left over. Hawks, Nets, Cavs, Clippers, Grizzlies, Heat, Bucks, Pelicans, Knicks, Suns, Blazers, Kings, Raptors, Jazz, Wizards. Go Hoosiers. Oh, man, I hope they win this weekend. That'd be so cool. If they lose, though, would they drop to like that 5 spot? Because that could be a sweet spot, too. Sometimes you can still get a home playoff game, and then you have a little bit easier path. So, I guess, I don't know. Getting one's pretty sweet, too. Aaron, what's up, my friend? How are you today? Getting ready to do the random for the 15 teams left. 1. Do 1 there. And we'll do 9 total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Let me go through here. Tupman picking up the Wizards. That's a solid pick. They have so many good draft picks over the last bit. So that's actually a solid one with them. Michael Kinney picking up the Grizzlies. That's always good. A little Cedric Coward chase for this year's class. Raptors for George. Actually, really solid this year. I got the Knicks for my second team. Blazers for Aaron. That's a solid one, Aaron, actually, with the Blazers. That's some pretty good draft picks the last few years, including Shadon Sharp, I think, is in this. I'm not positive. I can't even say his name. Shadon Sharp? Yeah. That's a pretty good chase right there. Jim Jennings on the Mavericks picking up the Bucks. Champagne or whatever his name is. Champagne is in there. Desky with the Magic and the Jazz. That's a solid one. The last couple of drafts. And they have Kessler in that product. That's a chase. Cavs for Gallagher. Nick Hammers from Hammers Hits. Wait, did I miss a spot? 9 is the Heat. Okay, a little Jaime Jaquez from last year, maybe. 10, the Hawks going out to Tyler. 11, the Suns for Frank Camp. Thanks for coming back in, hopping in, bud. I appreciate it. Aaron Malin on the Pelicans also. So you got some solid ones for sure. Ryan Joseph on the Kings. Joe Desky also picking up those Clippers. And then the Nets for David Tupman. So you got one pretty good one and one like, eh. Okay, I'm going to update the post real quick for you guys that are here. Tyler, you have the Hawks and the Spurs. If you're willing to trade the Hawks, Pete was interested in this my random team if it was the Hawks, but no worries if you don't want to. I have the Knicks, so I don't know if you'd prefer the Hawks or the Knicks, but no worries if not. That was just one of the teams he was curious about. I think he'll be happy with the Knicks too, because he asked me if I wanted to split a spot with him. So, George, hey buddy, you ended up with the Raptors, the surprising team in the East. So Rockets and Raptors. Let me update the post real quick. But no worries, Tyler. You don't know obligations whatsoever. Start giving me you guys a guess for autos too, if you wouldn't mind. The Knicks. Would you trade Knicks for Hawks, Tyler? Okay, cool. I will make the change then. Thank you very much for doing that. Like I said, Pete's a Hawks fan, but he wasn't sure if he wanted to hop in, and he was going to do it this morning, and they were all filled. So I asked him if he could have the Bulls. He's like, no, but he goes, I'll take your random team. He's chasing WNBA stuff, so that's mostly what he's looking for is WNBA players, and then he likes the Hawks for his pro team. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Also, if anybody does not want their WNBA cards, let me know because I know he'll take them for his daughter and her team and stuff. But if you want them, obviously no obligations. Just if you're not interested in any WNBA cards, let me know. I'll go through ownership again once I'm all done for anybody coming in late. Spurs, you're getting the Knicks then. Or the Knox as I typed it in wrong. Thank you again, Todd, for doing that. I appreciate it. No worries, David. If you're watching, brother, no worries. We'll figure it out. He's having troubles with Venmo, which I know happens. It's not to me before. Okay, Ryan on the Kings, Nuggets. Joe Desky on the Clippers. So, Joe, you got Clippers and Jazz. You got one pretty good one. And Jim, I know how much you love the Nets. Sorry you didn't get them. Still Wraith. What is up? All right, David, welcome in. I saw your messages, but I just haven't had a chance to respond. I was updating the post. So I will tell you in just 1 second. We have, and then you can start making your guesses for auto. We have 4 autos, pretty limited checklist. I'm going to go $15 break credit. So, yeah, exactly. Well, that's true. If we get a Trae Young 1 of 1, we'll have to figure something out. Okay, so Wraith, is that you, Nick? I can't remember. I feel like it was. Were you the Wraith? I can't remember. Or was it somebody else that was the Wraith man? Oh, Michael Kinney. Okay, I forgot you were the Wraith. Give me your guesses for autos. Actually, let me tell you the people you have because that makes you change your mind. So, David Tupman, you have your Celtics and Nuggets you claimed, and you picked up the Wizards and the Nets. So one pretty solid one with the Wizards, Nets not so much. Michael Kinney, you got the Sixers, and then their Grizzlies. That Cedric Howard chase is legit. He's a good young player. George, you got Rockets and Raptors. I have the Bulls, and then just made a trade for the Hawks instead of the Knicks. From Tyler, thank you again, because Pete was hoping to get them, and he's going to take the other half of mine. So thank you, Pete. He'll be happy with that. Aaron on the T-Wolves, Blazers, and Lakers and Pelicans. Once again, Blazers a solid one too. Jim Jennings, Mavericks and Bucks. Joe, Magic, Jazz, Thunder, Clippers. Carl, Pistons and Cavs. Nick, Warriors and Heat. Tyler, Spurs and Knicks. Frank, Hornets and Suns. And Ryan, Pacers and Kings. That's another solid one. That's a good guess. That'd be sick if it came out. We did in last break, and I was like so sad because I almost traded for the Grizzlies because he's a former Washington State Coug and Eastern Washington Eagles. So that's not a bad one, David, because Wizards have so many good rookies the last couple of years. So any of those guys could come out and be good. For the teams you have, I was gonna say that's a good that Tyson auto. Yeah. Tyler, did I get an auto guess from you, or did you have to pop off? I couldn't remember if you did. Let me look. Some guy named Wemby. Hey, you never know. I like it. And Aaron, I don't think I got one from Aaron earlier. He might have had to pop off. Aaron, if you get a chance, will you shoot me your auto guess? If you're still on. Oh, really? That'd be sick. We pulled a Wemby auto. Thank you, Dave. I'm glad you could make it live. Okay, well, we have the teams. And let's go through product. We got a couple little cereal box types things. One from last year and then one from the same year as this, 21-22 draft, or 22-23, excuse me, the draft picks. So we got those guys. That'll be some of our first ones to start with. We got 2 WNBA boxes. Some people love the WNBA and some don't. Once again, if you don't want your WNBA, let me know. Paige, Caitlin, some big chases with some of those players. So I got yours, George. Thank you. Yes, I got you, brother. And then our other blasters. We have a 21-22 blaster, a 20-21 blaster, a 23-24. Yep. And then a 24-25 select. So a blaster pretty much every year. I tried to. And then our megas. Last year's mega. And then this year's 2 different ones, 25-26. We've got the holiday and then the regular. This thing is 224 cards. It's crazy. Really? Sounds good, George. Your chick cards. Oh my god. Good thing the PC police aren't here. And then we'll finish with this guy. It's kind of a pain because of the college unis, but the chances of Paolo and Jabari and Kessler and Chet, and there's some pretty decent names on there, along with some college superstars. They didn't do much in the pros, but like Caleb Love and Armando Bacot, huge college stars, didn't do much in the pros. So, and I think there's vet autos. If I remember looking at this, there's some sweet vet autos too. So, one of these college products, we pulled a Charles Barkley numbered to like 20 auto, which is crazy out of one of these college uniform boxes. So. Okay. Hello again, my friend. I don't think that's going to stay. All right. Let's start like we do with the football. Got a little Haunted Hoops pack. Let's start with this. First card out of here will be our first prize. I'd love to get a bonus auto. Obviously, no guarantee. Well, we have 4 guaranteed, but nothing out of the other products. So if we get a bonus auto, that'd be pretty sick. If you ever read the odds on some of like the hangers and the blasters autos, it's crazy how low they are. All right, Blazers blazing up. Aaron Malin picking up our first prize. I wonder if he had to step away for a minute. And then DeAndre Ayton on the little Halloween jack-o'-lantern, and then Ochai Agbaji. So Ayton, who's now a Laker. Aaron. You're back, Aaron. You want to give me your auto guess and also 2 numbers. You have the first prize. Anybody else coming in late, give me your guess for an auto too. Okay, so we started with that. Let's go. Let's do our first little Wemby chase. So somebody's good on the T-Wolves that was out of that draft class that wasn't drafted by them. Box. I'm trying to remember now. I was looking at the checklist, and it's somebody I was like, oh, I didn't know they were there. Kind of like Jake Lavrivia is now a Laker, and these are college uniforms. They will go with the team they are with now. So like Lavrivia will go with the Lakers. So and I was trying to think there was somebody else that was on the T-Wolves that's pretty solid too that was drafted by somebody else. I was like, oh. There's a chance for Bronny. I think he's in the Topps products. So, yeah. I mean, almost everybody signed with them. I think the only few people that are left with Panini are like the Thompson twins. And maybe... Is this, oh, Ja. He's with Panini still, too. I don't know who else. Okay. Also, if anybody wants the tin, it's got Luke on the front, Shea, Anthony Edwards, Jokic, Trae Young, and Steph Curry. So if anybody wants the tin, let me know. And also 2 numbers when you get a chance, Aaron. Hold me now. Yeah, you don't want to get me started singing Thompson Twins. We got 3 packs here. Always love the look revolution. If I was king for just one day. You gotta remember, I'm old. I got reaffirmed how old I am today when I listened to my Spotify Wrapped. I went down a wormhole with a lot of oldies this year, older music, and so my official age, according to Spotify, is 64. So that was a little disappointing. My son was making fun of me, but then his was 40 because he listens to too much music I showed him. So I was like, haha, that's what you get. All right, up first, you can't even hardly see these. Jaden Ivey on a winter parallel. I think they're all winter parallels. And then who is that? Yeah, Jalen Williams. Yeah, these are really hard to see. Jaron Jackson Jr. My bad. Whew. Oh, nice one there. Amen Thompson rookie card coming out right away on the Avalanche, going out to George. Nice card. And then we got Brandon Miller, rookie. Right? Yeah, rookie card, Brandon Miller. Going out to the Hornets and Frank Camp. And little Anthony Davis, the winter parallel. We'll leave all those guys up. Those are nice cards. That's a good start for you, man. So our first nice Hornet card coming out. A little Amen Thompson. The Rockets did such a good job of like just draft good players, and then all of a sudden they all clicked kind of at once. And you see that with the Pistons too, and then maybe even the Raptors in a weird way. So up next, I can't even read these. Let's see. I can see it better in the cameras. Keegan Bradley. It's not a rook, I don't think, is it? No. Jalen Green. That's a second year also. Malcolm Brogdon on the Avalanche for the Blazers. Amen. Trace Jackson Davis. That's got to be a rookie card. Nice one there for the Golden State Warriors and the Nick Hammers. Tobias Harris. Emmanuel Quickley. Cade. Zach LaVine on the Avalanche. And then we finish up with Cam Whitmore. I think that's a rookie also. So a couple of rookies coming out right away for George. For the Warriors. Brogdon, lots of Blazers already coming out for Aaron. And Bulls for me. Aaron, once again, I don't know if you could hear me at the time, but if you want a prize, you could give me 2 numbers for a prize. Otherwise, I can just roll the dice for you if you're busy working or dealing with family, which I know that happens. That's a fun little tin, though. We did good. Got some good young rookies. I mean, Brandon Miller hasn't quite developed the way they hoped, but still a really good young player. So much talent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Aaron. I don't know if this will be a conundrum for you or not. We got a Dalton Connect out of Prism Draft Picks 2024. Yeah. A Silver Prism Dalton Connect or a Giannis Vortex. Ooh. So Giannis Vortex or Dalton Connect Silver in his Tennessee uniform. Do you still want base cards? Oh, okay. Because I just had a couple. I threw them in your pack, Tyler. So I hope that's okay. I threw a couple in there thinking you'd want them. All right, Dalton, going your way. Oh, that's awesome. All right, little cereal box. I'm glad he went back to the Bears, but man, I wish he'd gone and signed like as a backup with the Raiders. Oh man, he'd be playing this whole time. They'd have been so done with Geno so fast. Although he might get killed by their offensive line, but it'd have been fun to see him get the chance to play somewhere. Empty box. Somewhere like that, or Cleveland, or maybe not Cleveland because they have the rookies, but somewhere. That's a good question on Giannis. I saw that today that Shams was reporting that he's pretty much 1 foot out the door. This is the only problem with college uniforms. It take me forever to figure out where all these guys go. Jaden Hardy. Sochan, I know he's a Spur. Christian Braun, I'm pretty sure he's still a Nug. That's kind of cool. Jaden Ivey. The Chronicles. Chet Holmgren on the Luminance. Nice. Paolo. There we go. A little Sparko Paolo. Not numbered. Sick card, though. Behind it, there's like the Sparkle inserts. Malachi Branham. He's in the league. I'm trying to think of where he's at. Ryan Rollins. Spin it. Jalen Duran. I think this is the one I was thinking of that's somewhere else, like T-Wolves or Bulls or something now. Jaden Hardy, one of those two. Jalen Duran on a Gamma Rays. Johnny Juzang, he's still around the league too. Okay, Agbaji and Joel Embiid on a Sparkle. Branham's a Spur. Okay, I was thinking he was too. Thank you. These will all get sleeved and top loaded. It was just for, I don't know for sure where they all go. I mean, I know this guy for sure. I know this guy for sure. And the Gamma Rays are just cool looking cards. Come on. So Giannis, there's rumors that the Thunder, because the Thunder have so much draft capital, there's talk of them packaging all 3 first-round picks for Giannis. And that would kill me because I've had to root against the Thunder. They keep winning titles, and they have a good chance to win this year. Even though I love Chet, just because of they stole my team. So, as a Sonics fan, Walker Kessler on a select. Looks almost like the club level or whatever. Nice one there. Trevor Keels. We got a Sparkle Walker Kessler. Nice on the Flux. Sochan back. Shea on an Astro Parallel. Going up to the Thunder. Yeah, and yeah, I was still kind of surprised they didn't try and make a trade. The Celtics like trade Jaylen Brown and some young stars, young players. Jabari Smith, Rook, John Morant, Paolo back for more Branham, Ryan Rollins. What is going on here? And more Durant. Whew. So Cooper, Walker, Kessler's coming out for Utah, and Joe. Another Paolo for Joe. So for a little cereal box, that's some nice cards coming out of it for sure. Jabari. What do you think, Michael? Anywhere in particular you're thinking? Anybody got any? If anybody wants to make another guess for an auto, please let me know. Jabari's good. Yeah, he's solid. The Rockets, I mean, with Thompson and Jabari, and then obviously now Kevin Durant, they've built up a pretty dang good team. Oh, I was just asking what you think. Where do you think Giannis would go? Any thoughts? Let's do a little WNBA. Knicks? Oh, I forgot about the Knicks. What do you think? Like package up Hardenstein and I mean, who else? Do they have the draft capital? That's my question. Or anything that the Bucks would want? That would make sense though, going to the Knicks, especially this year with the Celtics out. Oh yeah, but I said trade capital. Sorry, I shouldn't say. I'm not the biggest Cat fan, so I think he's just so soft. He can shoot, but that's it. So empty box. I wouldn't trade for him. I feel like I feel like the T-Wolves getting Randall was a steal, but I haven't opened these yet. Hopefully, get some cool looking cards. I really only know the two big names, so. I thought I had in the post, but just so there's no confusion, the Liberty go with the Knicks, and what's the other one? The LA goes with the Lakers, not the Clippers. Oh, and women's, Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark are the two biggest in women's, I would say, right? Unless you're asking something else I didn't realize. Sparks, yes, Los Angeles Sparks. That would go with the Lakers, not with the Clippers. I usually have it in the post, and then the Aces go to the Kings. So that's the next closest team that doesn't have a team. Oh yeah, Aja Wilson's huge. I forgot about that. And oh my gosh, Angel Reese is a big name too. So there's other bigger names. I forgot about Asia Wilson. Excuse me. Speaking of, we got a cool card coming in just a minute. All right, Jordan Horston. Was that quarterback WNBA? Yeah, because Boston has the Connecticut Sun, goes with the Celtics, and I don't know if Denver has a team or not. Oh, Washington has a team, don't they? DeWanna Bonner, Aisha Clark. Oh yeah, Seattle goes with Portland because they don't have a team anymore. Cameron Brink, Marine Johannes. Okay. Skylar Diggins, Chelsea Gray, Sydney Colson, Satu Sabali, Dejani Carrington. She's cute. Ryan Howard, I shouldn't say that. Sonia Citron. And, oh, yeah, here's the Washington Mystics. And Kiki Irafin. Yes, Houston has a team too. The Mystics are both Washington, so that would be yours, David. Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafin. So I think the reason like Indy went so fast is because of the chase, possibly for Caitlin Clark. So that's a cool one. A little crunch time, Angel Reese. That's a cool card. That's Sabali. What'd you call me? Oh, this girl from the Mercury. That's cool. I got a fever. Okay. All right, we got Sabrina Ionescu for the Liberty on a throwback card. Franchise features, I guess, not throwback, but yeah, she's obviously very good too. Ezzie McGregor, Brittany Griner, Atlanta, Sammy Whitcomb, Erica Wheeler, Camila Cardoso, Arike Ogunbowale, Alyssa Thomas, Alicia Gray for Atlanta, Kayla McBride, Ariel Atkins, Georgia Amore, and Tahina Papau. Papau. Oh, did you? I was thinking you were doing it for that. That's funny. Well, in that case, that's a little extra bonus. Ryan, you want to give me your guess for an auto when you get a chance? I was thinking you took it because of Caitlin Clark. So, too funny. That's 3 Mystics rookies coming out for you already, David. That's cool. This one's backward. Oh, that's because it's a sparkly for the ace on the silver. And a silver. Another one right here. Nice rookie Marvels card. Sonia Citron for the Mystics going out to David. Okay. Diamond Miller. I actually want to get a hobby of this, but it was literally more expensive than most of the other basketball products because there's such a big chase for the rookies. I think it was like $450 for the hobby of Donruss women's WNBA. It's like double the price of the men's. Monique Billings, Brianna Stewart, Bridget Carlton, Nika Moule, J.C. Sheldon, Alana Smith, Nyeka Ogunwike, Tiara McCowan, and Julie Van Loo, and Gabby Williams. Oh, you're right. Philly doesn't have one, do they? I think they're one of the next expansions, aren't they? I think they're getting an expansion team coming soon. Sorry about that, Michael. All right, Aaliyah Edwards, rookie Maddie Westbeld for the Sky. There's our first page coming out for the Dallas. Nice done there. For the Dallas Wings. And then Arike Ogunbowale on a Marvels. And a rookie Isaiah James for Dallas also. Press proof Marvels. That's cool. Wow. They're fun cards. Jordan Canada. Caitlin Clark gets a sleeve. Brianna Jones. Haley Jones. Aja Wilson will get a sleeve. Courtney Vandersloot. Zia Cook. Veronica Burton. Tammy Benelli. Stephanie Dolson. Rebecca Allen. Haley Van Lith. And Isaiah James. So Dallas and the Sky. The Knicks get the Liberty. New York Liberty. Haley Van Lith. I'm not familiar with the Van Lith. She's has modeled a few times, so maybe you've heard of her that way. I didn't know where she ended up. That's a cool looking blue marble. That's cool. Isaiah James for Dallas. And then our first page. Maddie Westveld. And Enrique on a marbles. I do think Philly is the next. It's Philly and somebody else are expansion team. Maybe Portland. I'm trying to remember. You can probably look it up online, but I know they're getting at least 2 more WNBA teams coming soon. So our first page. Asiana James. Like I said, I don't know how good Haley is, but her name's pretty popular. Really? I guess because they don't need to put one in Vegas now. Up next, we got a red number to 399 for Atlanta. Ariel Powers. That's the wrong size sleeve. Which is Pete. So I'll roll the dice for Pete. Vegas is third for. Oh, never mind. Vegas already has one coming. Nice number for Atlanta. And then we got a My House Ionescu for the Liberty and Tyler. I would think with all your little girls, Tyler, that they're going to become WNBA fans. So. And Ionescu. So we'll roll the dice for Pete when we get finished up. Kelsey Mitchell, Melissa Smith, Maisha Hines-Allen, Kia Nurse, Ionescu, Dorka Hunas, Courtney Williams, Shakira, Kalia Copper, Elisa Pili, and Jonquel Jones. We got a couple nice ones coming right here in a row. We got Anissa Morrow for Connecticut. And behind her, Sanaya Rivers going to Connecticut, both going out to David. Or no, yeah, David. And then Diana Taurasi, my goodness, for Mercury. Phoenix, the Suns are Frank Camp picking up this one. And then behind it, and Ionescu on the Tunnel Vision, on a press-proof Tunnel Vision. What is wrong with your kid? No, I was kidding. Are they going to become Hoosiers fans? Hoosier football, but not basketball, though, huh? Okay, that makes more sense then. Mama's influence, that makes a whole lot more sense. Okay, finished up. Here we go. Okay, Maddie Segrist, Rakia Jackson, Elizabeth Kitley, Leonie Fibich, Kalani Brown, Megan Gustafson, Angel Reese will get a sleeve. Jewel Lloyd, Tiana Charles, Kayla Thornton, Celeste Taylor, rookie Caitlin Chen for the Valkyries. Where are they at? Golden State? Yep, Golden State Valkyries. Okay. Going to Nick, and then Lucy Olson for the Mystics. We got Alicia Clark on the silver, and then Georgia Amore for Washington, other franchise features. So Kind of a fun product. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's becoming more and more popular. I know myself. I watched some playoff games this year. Enjoy them. A lot of good young players. Watched a lot of college women's last year too. The girl from Notre Dame is super fun to watch. Obviously, it's too bad the girl from USC got hurt. I'm not trying to disrespect. I don't remember their names. Juju, I know from USC. I can't think of the girl from Notre Dame. But definitely a lot more, I don't want to disrespect, a lot more entertaining than I remember watching. I'll say that. I don't want to be disrespectful and get canceled. So. No, it's super. They're fun. They're cool looking cards. So I'll got to roll the dice for Pete. Oh, that rivalry was great. Yeah. Well, then even like when Caitlin was in college, the rivalry with Indiana was pretty cool too. But those two teams are so good. Yeah. The coach for LSU is very entertaining. As for Pete, we got a 1 times 6. So card 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a pretty cool one. It's out of college product, McDonald's All-America, but Dylan Harper going out to Pete. All right, we'll do the other women's box in a few minutes. Let's see. We got one of those. Only one of those left. Let's do a little Topps basketball. So many cards, 224 cards. This will be we're chasing. Obviously, Coop, Dylan Harper, Con Knippel, Cedric Coward. Oh, there's so many guys, so many good rookies. VJ. My brain can't even say the words right now. From Philly. So lots of cards and parallels here. Empty box. $16 packs, so should be 8 and 8. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so there's 8 there. 2, 4, 6, 8. Thanks you guys again for being live, keeping me company. If you came in late and didn't give me a guess for an auto, please do. I don't think I got one from you, Ryan. Anybody else coming in late? Joe, Frank. Who else are we missing? Jim Jennings hasn't made it in, or Nick. So like an early break, right? Now that I'm off work, I'm able to do a little more earlier breaks. So, but depending on life, sometimes I still can't do it quite too early. But this one worked out today. I have dinner plans in a little over an hour, so we should be fine. My wife's just like, make sure you're done by that time. And I'm like, well, quit talking to me. I need to get started then. That did not go over well. Imagine that. So we're going to go relatively quick through this. Base rookies for the big ones we'll probably put aside for now and sleeve up later. So it takes a little while. And basketball filled pretty quick. I tried to keep the price pretty low, just so we can get to rip it and have some fun. Exactly, George. Exactly. Unhappy wife. Yikes. That's the other half of the saying. All right, Jaden McDaniels, Kasparas Jakunas rookie, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Jalen Williams, Paul George, Isaiah Collier, Jalen Wilson, Scoot, Baylor Shireman, Carter Bryant. Throwback cards. Always like to look at those. Generation Now on a Will Riley for the Wizards. And we got John Morant, Darius Garland, Yves Missy, Peyton Watson, Miles McBride, Noah Penda rookie, Brooks Barnheiser, and then Allen Iverson. So for Washington, we got a generation now on the Will Riley. And then these throwback cards are cool looking. Carter Bryant for the Spurs. Not the Spur you're looking for. That is somewhat true. So Will Riley. Not familiar with Will Riley's game too much. I don't. Big Ten sixth man of the year. Okay. I know last year's class I recognize more of the players. Bub. Hey, Bub. Oh, we got a cool one coming up in just a second. Ryan Dunn, Marcus Sasser, Devin Booker, Mateus Buzela, excuse me, Ben Simmons, McGrady on 8-bit ballers. Always enjoy those. Onyeka Okongwu, Amen Thompson, Nick Smith Jr., Ace Bailey rookie. That's a nice one for the Jazz. Sion James for Charlotte, excuse me. Jameer Watkins for the Wizards. Magic. Julius Randle. Youthful Jazz Play Hard. AJ Green. Looks a lot different than I remember him in the 80s. Sorry, that's a bad joke. That's not the AJ Green I remember watching in the 80s. Domantas Sabonis, Miles Turner, and then Mikal Bridges on a throwback card for the Knicks, the Knickerbockers. Although that guy looks like he could be a virgin too. If you're not familiar with the story, that was the not the joke per se, but AJ Green waited. He was a virgin into like his 40s. So 8-bit ballers on the Rockets. T-Mac. And then boom, boom, right there. Power movers, Cooper Flag. Oh, that's funny. Wasn't AJ Green on the Lakers in the 80s? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Maybe I'm probably getting confused. It's AJ Green of the Bengals, and I'm thinking of I can't remember who the Lakers guy was. So Cooper Flag coming out, first one of those. Going out to Jim. We got Austin Reeves, Dame Lillard, Devin Carter, Igor Demon, on a rookie card, Oso Ighodaro, Desmond Bain, AC Green. My bad. Thank you, George. My brain wasn't working right. That's the one that was the virgin until his 40s. AJ, AC, same thing. Not really, but my bad. Isaiah Joe, RJ Washington, Wendell Carter, Keldon Johnson, Russell Westbrook, the Heat, Miles McBride on a silver. Generation now, Noah Essengay for the Bulls. Luguentz Dort, defensive duo. Jalen Duran, Maxime Renaud, Ochai Agbaji, Tracy McGrady, and Isaiah Thomas. Thank you, George, for helping me out. Got to help an old guy out, when the brain doesn't work the way it should. AJAC. Man, I'm an idiot. A little silver Miles McBride or refractor, whatever you want to call it, going out to the Knicks and Tyler. And the Bulls on the generation now. Exactly. That's why I need all the help I can get. Kyrie Irving, Miles Bridges, Tari Eason, Donovan Mitchell, Trey Murphy, Julian Strawther on a throwback. That's my boy, former Gonzaga Bulldog. For the Nugs and David. Nice. Scoot on an 8-bit. Jalen Brunson, DeAndre Ayton, Drew Holiday, Max Christie, Jaime Jaquez, Jamal Murray, new Mavs Shine, Yannick Conan Niederhauser, Quentin Post, Ron Holland, Bronny, and Brooke Lopez. Did you guys see what happened to Chris Paul? Like, pretty much almost got the Lane Kiffin treatment getting left on the tarmac. That was crazy. Yeah, aren't those cool looking? From the early 80s. They're neat looking cards. I love the looks of them. I'm sure you remember seeing those cards when you were younger. Yeah. 45-year design. Scoot, scoot. Oh, that'd be amazing. We got Manuel Quickly on a Sparkles. We have Dylan Harper on a Clutch Prospects. That's a cool looking card. Haven't seen one of these before. That is sick looking. You have? Oh my gosh. That's a good question, Tyler. That's a good question. That's a cool looking card. Because technically, according to the books, they retain Power 5 if they made it to 8 or more teams by the end of 2025. So that's where it's going to go into legality, because they were supposed to be able to keep their Power 5 if they were able to rebuild the conference. That's what I remember anyway. So it'll be interesting. James Harden, Miles Bridges, Tamari Kamara, John Stockton, Detlef Schrempf, love that card. Joni Broom, Colin Murray-Broyles, Chet, Grizz fight and claw with each other. Oh, wait, that's not it. OG Anunoby, Denny Avicii, Jonathan Mogbo, and a Trace Jackson Davis on the throwback. This would be a fun set to collect if you get all of them. That's a good question, though. It's so ridiculous, Stanford and Cal in the ACC, and there's rumors a lot of those teams that might come back to the Pac-12, depending, especially if they can keep their Power 5. I don't think they'll be able to, but we'll see. It's a nice Dylan Harper, though. I'm rooting for Anarchy. I want Duke to win this weekend, just so it puts JMU and like North Texas or Tulane in the playoff instead. Here we go. Finally, got one for Michael. 8-Bit Ballers and the BJ Edcom. Obviously, I'm a Coug fan, so I'm a Pac-12 fan. And so I have a different point of view than a lot of people. I understand the frustrations that the top 12 teams should be in the playoff and not giving out. But at the same time, I feel like you have to have something for the other people to have a chance, you know. Tyrese Halliburton, Kevin Durant, just to feel like you have a chance to make it. RJ Barrett, Bob Carrington, Young Bulls, Jalen Pickett, Wolves, D'Angelo Russell. We got a patch. Asa Newell for the Hawks. Generation Now on the Walter Clayton. Nice one there for the Jazz. Another good player for the Jazz. For Joe. And then Atlanta Ballers. Ain't No Stopping Obi Toppin and Grayson Allen. So Pete with another prize, getting the first patch coming out. First numbered and first patch for Pete. Yeah, I kind of seen some of those games too. I was thinking the same thing. I did watch some of the Duke game last night against Florida. That was very entertaining. Speaking of Florida. Walter Clayton Jr. Nice. I like these Generation Next. This is my favorite card we pulled out of that box so far. That's so cool looking. Okay. Let's open up the other half here. That's a fun rip, though. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you and George and Michael are both up in the Cuse area. Along with Chase. So it's kind of cool. We got at least a patch out of there. I can imagine living right there in Carolina town. I think the SEC was stronger last year, though. They were so top to bottom heavy. They had so many good teams. What did they get? 10 in the tourney? That was crazy. Get a quick sip of water. There's so many cards in this. Yikes. All right. Liam McNeely. UConn. Chaz Lanier. Najee Marshall. Larry Bird. Oh, I love the stash. Brandon Williams. Pascal Siakam. Zach Levine. Max Strus. Jordan Hawkins. Ben Shepherd. On the throwback for the Pacers. Karl Anthony Towns on a power players. Alex Sarr on the all-rookie team. Give that a sleeve. I don't know if it means anything. Raptors shine. Christian Braun. Dylan Harper, rookie. Jarris Walker. CJ McCollum. Jarrett Allen. And Ivica Zubac. Next, Karl Anthony Towns. Cat. There you go, Tyler. Ryan picking a little Ben Shepherd. And Dylan coming back out for Tyler. I was thinking that too. He might win Rookie of the Year. Although Cooper had a pretty stinking good game the other day. I knew he was. It all's coming clear now, Tyler. It all makes sense. All right, Evan Mobley. DeJounte Murray. Sorry I talked ill will of him earlier. Don't get mad at me. LaMelo Ball. Jabari. So, George, let's look at his stats. You were curious how good he is? 12 points per game. Almost 8 rebounds a game. Block a game. Half a steal. Assist a game. So, it's very solid. Not like Hall of Fame stats, but a solid center. So, good player. Trae Young. LeBron on 8-bit for the Lakers. Nice. Herbert Jones. Franz Wagner. Chris Paul. I can't believe they left him at the tarmac. Left him at Atlanta. Must have been at Magic City, I guess. Got in trouble. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a Buck. George the Iceman Gervin. Drake Powell Rook. Thomas Sorber. Stars shine in L.A. Bennett Mathurin. Bradley Beal. Cole Anthony. Pure Magic. Austin Reeves on a throwback for the Lakers. Nice card there. Dylan Harper again, this time on a Generation Now. Josh Hart and Klingon. Am I back on now? That's a couple really nice Dylan Harpers for you, at least. Couple Lakers for Aaron. Wemby auto or nothing. I'm dead to you. Man, that honeycomb's going to your head. All right, Derek White, Cedric Coward, Jace Richardson, Adoli Tiero, Kobe Brea, whoopsie, Bill Russell, Nick Claxton, Isaiah Hartenstein, Victor and Fox, Porzingis, Terrence Shannon, Hugo Gonzalez for the Celtics on a Generation Now. Nice looking card. Kuminga, Embiid, Jordan Clarkson, Shaden Sharp. Duo shows Hive Mentality. And Kel'el Ware. Just moving some of these out of the way as we keep going. Cedric Coward for the Grizz. Michael Kinney. Generation Now on the Celtics. And I do mean thank you very much for helping fill this, guys. I love getting to do basketball, and it's sometimes a really hard fill, but that's why I was like, I'm going to make it a little smaller, hopefully a little cheaper, and see if we can fill this bad boy up. So thank you guys again. Sometimes the bigger product is unfortunately pretty spendy. All right, LeBron gets a sleeve. Kobe White, Norman Powell, Yerson Yabusele, Jimmy Butler, Noah Penda. That's a nice silver rookie going out to the Magic and Joe. Shaden Sharp on a throwback. John Morant on an 8-bit. Patrick Williams. Derek Jones Jr. Grady Dick. Rick Barry. Spud Webb. Will Riley Rook again. I'm going to assume it's John Behringer. VJ finally coming out. Keyshawn George. All-Star lead the way. Jalen Suggs. The Jays shine. And Cade Cunningham. So I have not had much chance to watch NBA yet this year. Can anybody tell me why the Raptors are so good? Like, what are they doing that's making them so good? Like, who stepped? Is it Grady Dick? Is it Scotty Barnes? Or is it other players that they picked up? Because I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to watch a single game. And there haven't been very many games of theirs on TV either. But if anybody's had a chance to watch them, I'm just kind of curious. Love these throwbacks. That's cool. Magic getting that. No, Penda. Where'd Penda go to school? No, he didn't go to school. He's from France. Huh. Speaking of Raptors, rookie Colin Murray Boyles. Going for the Raptors and George. We got a little fuzzy hanging off this one. Okay. I probably prefer to watch college too, but I do like some NBA. I'm kind of like a lot of sports, playoffs. Pistons, like I didn't watch any baseball this year to the playoffs. Anthony Edwards, Thunder up. Rookie Carter Bryant. Ben Seraph. Elijah Martin. G.G. Jackson. Dylan Brooks. Jalen Tyson. De'Aaron Fox. Michael Porter. DC Duo. John Behringer for the T-Wolves and a throwback card. Nice one there for the Grizzlies and T-Wolves. But not Raptors. That's what I was going to say. They don't have very many games on TV. All of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, man, they're in second place. Like, that's crazy. Right behind him, going back out to the Raptors, Colin Murray Boyles. And I've watched some games when I get home at night. I have a chance to pop something on, but I don't think they're on TV much yet. So we'll see. All right, Tristan da Silva. Nets dominate. AJ Johnson and championship duo. Clint Capella. Zacharias Archer. Bam Adebayo. Trey Johnson Rook. Dalton Knecht. Giannis. Malik Monk. Tijuan Saloon. How did he do last year? Not bad, 6 points a game. Kawhi Leonard on a silver. Manu on an 8-bit. That's cool. Jalen Wells on the all-rookie team. Andrew Wiggins and Santi Aldama. So because they drafted Coward and they already had Jalen Wells, in our area they call them the Washington State Memphis Grizzly Cougars. Or the Memphis Cougs. Because there's two big players that are from the Washington State. So Ginobili for the Spurs. All right, we made it through that one, guys. That was some work. A lot of cards. Only one Cooper, but 3 Dylan Harpers, which is pretty cool. Got the Newell patch. I got to roll the dice for Pete. We got one again. Holy smokes, what's he doing here? 2. 1 times 2. Picking up the old school upper deck die cut Kevin Garnett. Kind of a cool looking card. Okay. Well, now we got a bunch of blasters. We're down to pretty much one product of every year. So I say we go oldest to newest. How's that sound? So let's go back to 2021. Except we're going to skip the hobby till last. So obviously we're looking for Anthony Edwards. We're looking for LaMelo Ball. Not LaMelo. Lonzo Ball. No, LaMelo. LaMelo Ball. Oh my God, my brain just went blank. The guy for the Sixers. Oh. I'm not getting sleepy. I just get a little brain fog. I can't think tonight. I saw he had like a bunch of points last night. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Maxey. Thank you very much, Michael Kinney. Tyrese Maxey. So we're going to open all these bad boys up first. See how much the league has changed in 5, 6 years. 5 years. It's like a little time capsule. I always think of capsule. I said capsule. I guess it's worse. I could be saying Mariota. They were talking about that yesterday on sports radio. Marcus Mariota. I don't know if anybody else caught that from Monday night. I remember during the middle of COVID, these cards were like gold trying to find them. I was so excited when I got some in product, like without having to get from a flipper. All right, Josh Okogie, Eric Bledsoe, Killian Hayes, Malachi Flynn on a green. Nice one there for the Raptors. Markelle Fultz, Kevin Knox, Keem Olajuwon, Donovan Mitchell on a Jam Masters, and a Yusuf Nurkic. So nice rookie card there for the Raptors. Malachi Flynn. He did one of the most obscure players get a 50 point game. Like that's not a name people would think of. Oh man, that game. Oh, I was so pulling for them. Karl Anthony Towns, Tyrese Maxey. There's one. Nice, very clean too. Thanasis Antetokounmpo for the Bucks. Jim Jennings, Russell Westbrook, Jabari Parker, LeBron on a national pride, and will to win James Harden. Thanasis. I bet you do have a lot. He was, oh man, as you know, Tyler, he was something in 2020. Like, he was a hot, and this guy was almost, nobody paid for these for a long, not that we're charging, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't that much of a chase for a couple of years. And now Maxey's is looking like the second or best player out of that draft. Him and Ant-Man. All right, Nicholas Batum, Brandon Clark, Emmanuel Quickley. He had a small run there. Sekou Doumbouya for the Pistons, Miles Turner, McDermott, and Anthony Edwards. What a box. That's awesome. I know they're not Prism, but still. Ant-Man and Maxey rookie cards. That's cool. Congratulations, Aaron Malin. That's awesome. Got Elevate on DeAndre Ayton, Buddy Hield, Maxi Kleber, Xavier Tillman Rook, Thanasis this time on a different type, like a cracked ice prism for the Bucks. He's everywhere. Rick Lopez, Bol, Larry Bird, all-time greats, and Karl Malone on a Hall of Fame. So Thanasis for the Bucks, another one, and another one. Maybe you can trade 2 of those for one good other one. Bio for the Pistons. Sorry, my brain is muddling. Trading Jim, see if you can trade 2 of these for one Giannis. Okay, so that was 2021. Let's go 21-22. I get where that came from, dude. It was so weird how bad, not bad, but he didn't seem like a leader in college at Georgia, so I wasn't sure how good he was going to be. I thought Wiseman was going to be a stud. I thought with Steve Kerr as coach, he went to that team with all that talent. I'm like, oh, James Wiseman is going to be a superstar, you know? Empty box. So you have no regrets about not buying any of his product. No regrets. Let's get the top letters real quick. Oh my gosh, so you're in the same almost. 2, 4, 6, okay. So this was a draft class that everybody kind of thought was disappointing at the time. But now it's providing like legit superstars like Cade, Jalen Green, Scotty Barnes. I see a couple more. I'm trying to think of who else. It was a good draft class. I'll guess. So it's a wash. That's good at least. Okay. That's what half the fun of this is. It's like any other. It's like an investment in a stock. You hope it turns out good, and most of the time it's not. But every once in a while you hit the right one. So my YouTube's wondering if I'm alive still. All right, Jordan Clarkson, TJ Warren, Cole Anthony, Moses Moody. He's turned out to be pretty solid. LeBron on a winner stays. Terrence Mann, Draymond Green, Vucevic, and Brandon Boston. Moody's turned out to be a pretty solid player for the Warriors. LeBron on a winner stays. Nice one there for Aaron. And this guy, I kind of went after this guy a bunch. He finished like 3rd or 4th in the Rookie of the Year. He's so stinking good for a very small time, then he kind of disappeared. I don't even know if he's in the league anymore. Chris Duarte, I remember him at Oregon. He was super fun to watch. Went to the Pacers, took off, and then just disappeared. Duarte for the Pacers. All right, Colin Sexton, Kyle Kuzma, Bones Highland, another one. He's still in the league, but he kind of was awesome for a small time. Zaire Williams, he's a good player. That's a nice one there. Going out to the Memphis and Michael Kinney. Giannis on a My House, Hardaway, and a Coral. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't know what happened to him. He got traded and then just kind of, I don't know if he's in the league even. It's super weird how that happens. The guy was so good his rookie year. I don't know if he made the coach mad or what. Nice looking Zaire. Jared Butler, this kid's solid too, or he was for a few years. I'm not sure what he's doing. Jazz have so many young players. Ricky Rubio, Dennis Rodman on a winner stays for the Pistons. First time we've said much about Carl. Nice one here for you, buddy. Will Barton and Jaylen Brown. Just going to finish it up. This kid's gotten better and better too. Evan Mobley for the Cavs. Very good player. Let's see, he's got Carl picking up the Cavs. That's a nice one. I like that one. Luka gets a sleeve. T- for Anthony Edwards on a second year. Mitchell, Gobert, Davion Mitchell for the Kings. James Harden, and a air defense, Anthony Davis, Los Angeles Lakers. Cool looking card for the Lakers. Really? So, maybe he just missed home too much. Wanted to go back. I don't know. Nice T- Anthony Edwards. Dennis Rodman like green. And Evan Almighty for the Cavs. Pretty sure was he an All-Star last year? I know he was towards the top for the Defensive Player of the Year and stuff. So Spanish lead. Oh yeah, that. Thanks for clarifying. I thought he became an actor. No. Nice looking card there for the Lakers. Lakers getting a decent amount of cards coming out. No big ones, but some solids. Anthony Edwards on a T-. Mobley is good. He's a good player. That Cavs team is pretty solid and kind of dangerous. Okay. So we jump to 23-24. Wait, what? Oh, we already got 24. We had more 24-25 than I thought. My bad. Okay, let's do this one, and then we'll go to the other 24-25. So this is last year's rookies. Like I said, Jalen Wells was up there. I'm trying to remember who got Rookie of the Year. Oh, for Spurs. That's right. Point guard. Yeah. But the big men were also, I think they were both solid. Rasarker and Sasha and Alexander Starr. 2, 4, 6. Castle. Yes, thank you, Tyler. I knew it was a Spurs. I just couldn't think of his name. I thought they might trade him this year. They were picking up Harper, but apparently not. Okay, starting us off, Pacom Dadier for the Knicks. Oso Ighodaro for the Suns. Rookie Revolution on Jacoby Walter for the Raptors. And then a die cut. No, it's not a die cut. It just looks like a die cut. It is a prism card. OG Anunoby for the Knicks. Jacoby Walter, excuse me. That's good. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. All right, Jonathan Mogbo, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, CJ McCollum on a premier level, Luka on a contour, so get sleeved. There's another good one for Philly too. Jared McCain, he kind of got hurt and everybody forgot about it. He was awesome before he got hurt last year. Nice one there on the mezzanine, followed by, for the Knicks, Ariel Hukporti. I'm your Huckabee. Not familiar with this guy. But I'm familiar with this one. That's a nice one there for Philly. Nice card for you, Michael. Keeping it going, we got Chris Middleton on a Prism card for the Wizards. Wizards. Michael Porter. Hey, nice one for the Bulls. Bazelis, Tyrese Maxey, Bob Carrington, rookie on a Premier. Yuki Kawamura on a Concourse. Austin Reeves Concourse. And Jacoby Walter Concourse rookie card. There you go. Good job, Bob. Chris Middleton. A Prism card for the Wizards. Okay. All right, we got Giannis on a Prism. Giannis base. OG Anunoby base. We have a purple Klay Thompson going out to the Mavericks, numbered to 249, and a Luka Doncic on the Premier level. So back-to-back Mavericks hits going out to Jim Jennings. Nice numbered card for you, Jim. And Giannis on a Prism card for the Bucks. Also, Jim Jennings. Numbered Klay, that's cool. Excuse me, I can drink water. Okay, let's do our WNBA. Lava and laser parallels. Okay, so we got what tomorrow? Lions Cowboys, right? I feel like that's an elimination game. I think there's 2 real elimination games this weekend. I think whoever loses tomorrow night is going to have a real tough time making the playoffs. 2, 4, 6. I don't know how you guys feel between the Lions and the Cowboys. I mean, I think the Texans Chiefs might be an elimination game. The Texans aren't that far out of first, but if they lose and end up 2 games back of the Jags and the Colts, they'll be in trouble. And then for the Cowboys, 6-5-1. If they lose tomorrow, it'll be 6-6-1 with 4 games left. And I'm not sure 10-6-1 will get you in the playoffs in the NFC. I saw that too, George, and I was thinking that's going to be really tough for the Lions because oh, that's awesome. I'll look for it, Tyler. I'll look for it on TV this weekend. Are you guys already back in Indiana? Oh, no, it's not Indiana. Where's it at? It's in Ohio, isn't it? Hey, Siri, where's the Big Ten Championship held? Lucas. Oh, Indiana. Okay, it is Indiana. Thank you. I love it. But I'm excited for some both. Yeah, man, this weekend's going to be some good games. That game. I think the North Texas Tulane game would be a lot more fun if they both didn't lose their coach. That just sucks. I think there's at least 2 teams going to be in the tournament without our coach. It's just kind of sad. All right. Marine Johannes, Skylar Diggins, Chelsea Gray, Sydney Colson, Satu Sabali, Dejani Carrington, Ryan Howard, Deanna Taurasi, Derica Hamry, Jackie Young, Aaliyah Boston, rookie Sanika Rivers, and another Haley Van Lith, And Ariki Ogunbowale for the franchise features, and a Marvel's Isaiah James for the wings. Whatever you do, don't put a picture of me and Richard Gere together. It says hamster card breaks. Lots of love depending on this break. Otherwise, it's going to be crossed out. Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Erica Wheeler, Camila Cardoso, Ariki Ogunbowale, Alyssa Thomas, Alicia Gray, Kaylee McBride, Ariel, Jordan Horston, Dewana Bonner, man, I almost said something bad, Alicia Clark, Cameron Brink, nice, rookie Lucy Olson, and Anissa Morrow. Lots of love depending on the break. Yeah, like 3 nice Dylan Harper rookies just isn't enough for you, is it? Think of those beautiful Malachi Branhams we pulled earlier. I can see there's no pleasing you, Mr. Haynes. Behind it, we got a nice silver Lucy Olson rookie for Washington going out to David Tubman. And then a Kayla Thornton for the Valkyries and Nick Hammers. I think he's got some little girls that might be even in the WNBA too. He's got a whole mess of kids. So, cool. You do want more cat. This is all about cat break. I forgot. Tyler, you're cracking me up. Are you going to do any recruiting while you're in Indiana? Like just sneak over and try and steal some players from your brother's team? You're like, hey, you're like 4th string. Would you like to come down to Catawba and start? I don't want you to get in trouble with your brother, though. All right, Nika Mule, J.C. Sheldon, Alana Smith, Nyeka Kwangwu, Tara McCowan, Julie Vanload, Gabby Williams, Aaliyah Edwards, Easy Megbecker, Brittany Griner, I know I'm saying that wrong, Sammy Whitcomb, Sarah Ashley Barker, and Caitlin Chen. Marvel's on an Asia Wilson, nice one there for Vegas, and a Ionesco on the franchise features. So Vegas goes to the Kings, which is Ryan Joseph and the Pacers. Okay. Nice Asia coming out. Need more cowbell. That's got to be nice. Get some ideas of where guys, because even at the college subdivision level, guys that might be frustrated with their playing time might want to come down and play and try and work their way back up, I would assume. And it's got to help having guys like Cam Ward come from Incarnate Word, make it to the win the Heisman. Oh my gosh, the dude from Bagent making it to the pros. I was trying to think of Ole Miss's quarterback. He came from a very low level football too. So I was going to say having that type of stuff helps a lot. My brain just went blank. Fernando, is that what it is? Aja Wilson. I already sleeved the first one. So Vandersloot, Zia Cook, Veronica Burton, Timmy Fagmanoli, Stephanie Dolson, Rebecca Allen, Diamond Miller, Monique Billings, Brianna Stewart, Bridget Carlton, Dominique Malonga for the Storm, Ashka Sivka for Chicago, Kiki Irafin for Washington on a silver, and another Ionesco. Chamblis, yes. And didn't he come from a small school too? Probably the starting quarterback for LSU next year. Trying to think of his name. Yeah. All right, here we go. Dorka Juhas, Courtney Williams, Shakira Austin, Kalea Copper, Elisa Feely, Jonquel Jones, Jordan Canada, Caitlin Clark, Brianna Jones, Haley Jones, Sonia Citron, Kiki Irifin. Crunch time on an Angel Reese again. Tunnel vision on a Cameron Brink. And franchise features on a Kiki Irifin. It's the worst because he made it. That's funny. Oh, yeah, I agree. It'll be an interesting test for him for sure. All right, almost at Kalani Brown, Megan Gustafson, Angel Reese, Jewel Lloyd, Tina Charles, Kayla Thornton, Celeste Traylor, Kelsey Mitchell, Melissa Smith, Maisha Hines-Allen, Kia Nurse, Georgia Moore, Tahina Papoa, Camilla Cardoso on a silver, nice, and then a crunch time Kelsey Mitchell for the Fever. Yeah, you mentioned that guy the other day. I hadn't watched much LSU this year. Once they lost a couple, not that I didn't follow them much anyway, but well, I didn't like their coach. So I loved when Coach O was there. I loved watching him play then. Okay, we're down to 4 boxes still. Holy cannoli, my wife is going to kill me. Okay, so 23, 24. Empty box. 2, 4, 6. Let's hope. So is that a thought? I think Goff's a really good quarterback, but he's also a quarterback that kind of needs to have the right stuff around him. I even think of last week, with the Lions, once Amon-Ra went down, it took them 2 or 3 drives to kind of figure everything out, how to win without him. And then, they did almost come back and win that game. So I was curious if that's what they think, kind of like a Mendoza. He just needs to have enough stuff around him to help him be good. All right, Dinwiddie, rookie. Olivier Maxence Prosper for the Mavs. Numbered Herbert Jones to 99. Going out to the Pels. It's the Pels. Aaron Malin, nice. Vanderbilt, Ray Allen, Jamal Murray on a global reach. And a nice Steph Curry cracked ice. Gorgeous card. Okay. So that does sound like Goff, excuse me. I think Goff could end up being a Hall of Fame quarterback, but I also think he's not a guy that necessarily can win you the game on his own, if that makes sense. He's a really good quarterback, and he can be great in the right spots. And I like Goff. I love the Lions. So Jalen Duran, Chris Middleton, Dwayne Wade, Jeremy Sochan, I don't know, Bull, Bones Highland, emergent Dariq Whitehead for the Nets, Grayson Allen on the cracked ice, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Sorry, wrong spur. Here we go. James Harden, Robert Williams on a green, Jaquez for the Heat, Azules Tubelis for the Sixers, LaMelo Silver, Sengun on a cracked ice, and DeAndre Jordan. Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler. Not a single Wemby coming out. So the sign on this weekend will say hamster card breaks sucks. Is that what you're going to put up? They'll be like, ABC will like, let's focus in on this sign. Oh, this guy must have made somebody really mad. That's even better. Okay. Another top loader. Officially up and over 150 top loaders. A touching tribute to Hulk Hogan. I like it, Tyler. All right, 24-25 Optic. Of course, the big chase here is a downtown. Any publicity is good publicity. Okay, so this is our chase for downtown. That'd be crazy if we pulled one. Tyler might forgive me if I pull a downtown Wemby. I've yet to pull a downtown of basketball this year. We've opened a decent amount, too. Aaron says he'd like a downtown. I think everybody would like a downtown, but Aaron asked probably the nicest. He said please, and I don't know if you said please, Tyler. So I officially 2, 4, 6, 7. I officially am rooting now for Aaron to get the downtown instead because he said please. Ooh, that's true. But you could have a disclaimer and say, that's a nice idea, George. You could have a disclaimer and say, no hamsters were hurt in the destruction of this sign. Just have like a disclaimer, like maybe your wife right next to you is just holding a sign that says that no hamsters were hurt in the destruction of this sign. So that way you get by and you don't want PETA throwing stuff at you. So, all right, OG Anunoby, Clay Thompson, Kason Wallace, Rob Dillingham on a splash for the T-Wolves. Nice. Jason Tatum, silver, my house. There we go. That's a nice one, David. Malik Beasley on a purple. Dylan Brooks on a purple. Clint Capella, Avicii, and Miles Turner. And Chris Paul. That's a downtown. You'd like to see one to know what they look like? I know Nick pulled one for Greg. If I remember right, it was one of the Utah players. That's Dillingham. And Dillard. And a splash. Beautiful silver Jason Tatum. I like that, though. That's a cool looking card. We got a Buzelis and a My House. Nice. Bronny James on a white hot rookies. There we go, Lakers. Isaiah Stewart on a purple and a purple Jalen Wells for the Grizzlies. Nice card, Michael Kinney. And then we got a base Jalen Wells right behind him. I like it. Michael Porter. Scoot Henderson. Winner stays on a David Robinson. Khalil Ware on a purple My House going out to the Heat. Dante DiVincenzo on a purple for the T-Wolves. And then Yao Ming, not numbered, just a cool looking purple Legends card for the Rockets and George. I like that. That's cool looking. Well, hopefully I can get one and show you what they look like. Jalen Wells on a purple. I like that card a lot. Lamar Jackson, Stafford, and Shook. I've only gotten one downtown. It was Russell Wilson back in the day. And I actually sold it right after we traded him. All right, Topich, Yao Ming base, Cam Whitmore, Mitchich, Wiggins, Jaylen Brown on a purple. My winner stays. Nice one there for the Celtics also. Tobias Harris on a purple, Scottie Pippen Jr., and Ausar Thompson on a silver. Nice card there for the Pistons. And Carl Gallagher, I like that. That's cool looking. Jalen on a purple for the Celtics. That's true. I forgot about that. That was a while ago. That was fun. Wentz is for sale. All right, Tim Duncan, Jaden McDaniels, Mark Williams, Jamal Murray, Express Lane on a LeBron, purple Topich for the Thunder, Gershon Yabusele, numbered to 149 for the Sixers and Michael Kinney, silver Klingon coming out for the Blazers and Aaron Malin. We got a base Dillingham and a Damian Lillard. This is an awesome, awesome mega box. So many cool cards coming out. LeBron. Probably was worth a lot more back then too, George, when you pulled it. Because that was coming off like when he was still pretty good, wasn't it? Nice numbered. Oh, so maybe you didn't get much for it. Oh, that's a nice one, David. Congratulations. That's a sick card. I feel like that's a hold, though. That's a nice list. Yeah, you did really well then. All right, Kyle Anderson. Splash on a Dalton Connect rookie. Nice. Mo Wagner. Russell, Silver Hawkins, Tristan Newton-Rook, Carmelone on a Legends, Jordan Hawkins, Gary Trent Jr., Express Lane on the Giannis, Scotty Barnes, Tim Duncan on a purple. That's a cool card. Tari Eason on a silver, Jalen, and Jaren Jackson. Literally like 2/3 or 3/4 of that box is getting top loaded. Like, it's such a nice box. Splash Dalton Connect. No kidding, David. I need to follow you around. Got some awesome pulls. Okay, 100 cards. And this one. Not in 2020, though. Oh, that's impressive, though. That's a nice pull, too, Michael Kinney. Especially if you get PSA 10s. The Sean Taylor one I know is super. Like that and like Tillman are two of the most chased, I feel like. I know Tillman was a huge chase for a while there. Empty box. Oh, we got our ornament. Ornament is going out to the Jazz, Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey. That's a nice one, George. Yeah, don't get rid of that thing. Wait till he goes to the Hall. I'll have to get that slide down. I have a better top loader, but I'll just put away right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Don't tell your wife where that card's at, George. Next time you have to go to the hospital, she'll be selling that thing so fast. Oh, let's not make him wait. Cooper Flagg coming out right away. The Holiday Rook. I can't imagine what the value on that. That's got to be high, I would think. Is it Patriot? It's got a Patriots uniform. I think would be worth more than Buccaneers uniform. Never got close, really. I knew there were some others. Johnny Green from Surefire. He chased for a long time too and never got one. PSA 10 is 2K. Wow. I'm surprised it's that low. I was thinking closer to 5. Mopo. So what we're going to do is, because the last card in the last box, the next box is going to be hard to look up and keep going. So we're going to just do the last card in this stack. Will be our next prize, and then we'll do the auto in the next box. All right, Nick Smith Jr. Victor gets a sleeve. Anthony Black. Kaman Maluk. I thought they called it Malachi. Christian Braun. Nolan Traore. Terrence Shannon. Ivan Mobley on a blue Christmas one. Nice one for the Cavs. Russell Westbrook. Will Riley Rook. LeBron gets a sleeve. Quentin Grimes. Bronny James. Ausar Thompson. Anthony Davis. Dame Lillard. Tari Eason. And an Anthony Simmons holiday card going out to the Blazers. I don't know if George will sell it, but I guess if he gets desperate, everything's for sale with the right price. If you want, I can get you George's wife's number, Tyler, and maybe she'll make a deal. George might be cursing me now. Jalen Suggs, Noah Essenge, Jonathan Mugbo, Rui. If you guys see something holiday and I missed, please let me know. Jalen Brunson, Kawhi Leonard, Baylor Cheyenne, Isaiah Collier, Paul George, Chaz Lanier for the Pistons, rookie card. That's a cool one with the holiday. Tyler Jerome, Trey Johnson, Rook, De'Aaron Fox, Zachary Sarcher, All-Star rookie, Desmond Bain, AJ Green again, John Morant, Jaden Ivey, Klay Thompson, Donovan Mitchell. Oh. Has the holiday parallel. I don't see anything different, but it has the cookie on the back, so it has to be something. Miles Bridges, CJ McCollum, and Franz Wagner. The rest of them don't have that on the back. So it's some sort of holiday parallel. She said $25. They are short print? Okay, thank you. They're cool look. I mean, it's not that cool looking. It's just easy to miss them. Thank you, Michael. I remember reading something about those. This is a nice one for the Pistons with the rookie card. We got a purple coming out soon. Colin Murray Boyles, Jamal Murray, Kaspris Giacchionis, Shai Gilgeous, Yannick Conan Niederhauser, Tijuan Saloon, purple Jarris Walker to 99. Nice one there for the Pacers. That's a nice card. Jarris Walker base. Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith, Tyler Hero, Stephon Castle. Patch card Chaz Lanier. Going out to the Pistons. Nice. Zaire Williams on the holiday for Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell and Jimmy Butler. So Pistons picking up a numbered card. Going out to Ryan. And then for Carl getting a patch card. Congratulations, buddy. Wait, are we getting a Hamster Card Breaks connection? Are you guys going to meet up and hang out? I know that Chase and Bobby D did that. And I was like, that's so cool. All right, Zaire Williams, Draymond Green, Miles McBride, Ivica Zubac, Nikola Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan, Andrew Nembhard, Draymond Green for the Warriors. Not invited to Big Ten Championship. Josh Hart. If you'd sent me the invite, I might have gone, Tyler. I'm off work right now. Norman Powell, LaMelo Ball, Yves Missy, Anthony Edwards, Nick Clifford, rookie, Anthony Simmons, Chaz Lanier, Miles McBride on a holiday. Oh, after I didn't get you good cards, I see how it is. Darius Garland. There we go. Finally, Con free the Knipple. Jalen Williams, Rasheer Fleming. Hopefully I don't get canceled for that comment. Michael Porter, Drake Powell. I thought it was funny. Max Strus, Jeremiah Fears. He's been playing good too. Nikola Jovic and Zubac on the holiday for the Clippers. It's the first time we pulled a Con Knipple. Draymond. Zaire Williams. Almost done. Okay. Clint Capella. Zach Edey on the all-rookie. That's cool. Bradley Beal. Cam Thomas. Quinton Post. Kristaps. Keontae George. Trae Young. Jaren Jackson. Jaden Ivey on the holiday, also going out to the Pistons on a blue. Jokic and Walter Clayton Jr. for the Jazz. It's our last card, last rookie, Joe Desky. So we'll roll the dice for him. Well, that's very kind of you to say. I enjoy all you guys. You guys are kind to me and treat me good, so I appreciate that, though. I just try to be generous and help out. And well, let's not go too far, George. Okay, so we got our hobby. I'm going to roll the dice for Joe because I will forget because I'm so bad at it. We have a 5 times 2. Thank goodness, low number. I'm too lazy to go very deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Joe getting a Anthony Davis All-Star or USA Team USA card. I love Wemby. That's why my sleight of hand, Tyler. I've kept them all to myself. That the rookie auto we pulled, you know. Okay, I can't help it. We got to do an extra. Can't do a break without an extra. I'll let you guys answer my wife when she's cursing me out. Doesn't feel right. Especially if it's a quick fill. Empty box. Let's see what she said. Two, 4, 6. I think I have an unhappy wife. So I'm going to have an unhappy life. I read Nick Catawba instead of Nike. That she would probably wear that with pride. What's your guys' mascot? I always forget. It's so sad. I follow you on like Facebook and I follow the team and stuff. I told her if we ever get to North Carolina that you were going to take us on a little tour, and she's like, "That'd be so awesome." So. Indians, okay. I would wear a t-shirt or sweatshirt of Catawba with pride. I think that'd be awesome. Salisbury, that's right. Okay, Gafford. Scotty Barnes rookie coming out. Nice one for the Raptors. That's cool. And George. DeLon Wright. It's got a massive bend. Caruso, there we go for the Bulls, though, before he went to it was after the Lakers. Okay. Nice one there for the Bulls. Let's leave that up later. Seth Curry. Steve Nash. DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant on a Team USA. Talen Horton-Tucker. Bill Russell. John Wall. Instant impact on Evan Mobley. That's cool. That's a nice card. That and Scotty make for already a decent box. For the Nets, they don't usually have very many good players, but Cam Thomas is a good player going out to the Nets. Jaden McDaniels for the T-Wolves. Cam Johnson on the purple for the Suns. Rookie emergent Keon Johnson for the Clippers, and then Rudy Gay. That's pretty cool. Julius Randle. We got a green Luka. That's a nice card for the Mavs. Tracy McGrady on a cracked ice for the Magic. There you go. Cheerwine, that's right. Ray Allen. I had some of that last time we were in South Carolina. Malik Monk Silver Bam, and a Devontae Graham on a cracked ice for the Pelicans. Okay. I'd never had Cheerwine until we were back east, and I was like, it's pretty tasty, actually. I liked it. So not a bad box. We got a Scotty, and we got a Evan Mobley, and we got a really nice Luka. So I don't know if anybody collects boxes. If anybody wants this box, let me know. I'm trying to save it. Yeah, it didn't do a lot, unfortunately, but still a fun rip. And unfortunately, guys, I will have to... we're going to do a very, very small, quick recap. It will not hit every team. I apologize just because of timing. There's more cards than I expected. I don't think I realized how many stinking cards are in the Topps Megas. Like, those are just insane. So we're going to do a prize for the first auto. Skip the Spurs. So it should be an auto in each pack. So I'm just going to go right off the top. This will be our first prize. If it happens to be NIL, and if somebody feels fast on their fingers and wants to let me know who these people are, because some of them I may not know, or what team they played on longest, or if they're on a team now. All right, Bill Russell. Mark Williams rookie. That's actually a solid one. Mark Williams for the Hornets. I'm not sure if he's still there. Kendall Brown on a silver. Trevion Williams out of Purdue. If anybody's familiar where Trevion is. Ty on a silver. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar numbered to 75. I believe that goes Lakers longer than Bucks. So that will go out to Aaron Malin. That's a cool card. That's a cool one for him. And then we got Ryan Rollins. Larry Bird, old school. I love the look of this card. It's probably not worth very much, but it's super cool looking parallel. I like that one, David. Jabari Walker and Shaden Sharp. You're all Spurs. Trevion Williams, if anybody can look it up real quick so we know the prize. Trevion Williams. If not, I will look it up in a moment. Ty. Pretty sure he's still in the league. Ty, and then Kendall Brown. At Baylor after they won the title. I love this Kareem. That's cool looking. Everybody's a Spur. Undrafted plays in Turkey. Okay, then we will hold off. We'll go with the next auto. And if it's a random, I will have to go live later with the random. Never drafted. Could you look at Summer League? See if you played anywhere for Summer League. That's what I usually have to find. Somebody played some Summer League ball. Nothing on Wiki, huh? Sometimes the Summer League roster is not listed on Wikipedia. You actually have to go back and search like ESPN. James Harden, Coloco, Oscar Robertson on a silver, Bryce Hamilton, Celtics. Thank you, George. So going out to David Tutman. And then Santa Ana for the minor league or whatever you call it. David, if you're here, if you could give me 2 numbers for a prize. So we got the big O on a silver. And then Bryce Hamilton at a UNLV. Thank you guys for your assistance. I appreciate it. If you can look up Bryce too, that'd be cool. If not, I'll look up after. We got Jaylen Brown on an ice, and then we got like the snake skin, Ja Morant. That's a cool parallel. All right. AJ Griffin. Nice. Johnny Davis. This is the guy that's like almost out of the league. I was shocked. He was so good in college. Johnny Davis. Then DeMar DeRozan and Patrick Baldwin Jr. So silver Johnny Davis. Ja Morant snakeskin looking card. Sweet looking Jaylen Brown. 713. All right. I'll get that in just a second. Hamilton is Heat. Okay. He played for the Heat at some point in time. Thank you very much, George. Like I said, I have to do the whole summer league thing. That's the closest some of these guys ever got to play. So he's playing in Australia now, huh? And the Heat are Nick Hammers. I just want one good auto out of this. Please, please, please. I like the cool numbered cards, but I'd love an awesome auto. All right, Ron Harper Jr. Not to use with Dylan. Jalen Duran, nice one there. Josh Wynot Minot on a silver. Wendell Moore Jr. out of Duke. I want to say T-Wolves, but I'm not positive. Numbered to 49 on the Wendell Moore Jr. I'll have to look and double check him. Brandon Ingram on a silver. Bryce McGowan's to 249 out of Nebraska. Joel Embiid on a sweet silver. Gene Montero on a brilliance. Dalen Terry rookie and Jabari Smith rookie. He's down under. He comes from the land down under. Ingram. Wendell Moore. Pistons. Thank you, George. I don't know why I was thinking. Did he ever play for T-Wolves? Now I've got myself confused. Cool looking Embiid. And the McGowans. I come from the land down under. And all the highlights from this break, I will do a post with the best cards, too. He did play at Minnesota. Thank you. I'm like, why am I crazy? I'm thinking he went there. And I got to get David's prize. So I didn't forget you, David. Well, I kind of did for a split second, but I didn't forget you. I'm going to do that before I do the last pack, because then I will forget for sure. 7 to 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, forget it. All right, if you're still here, David, I got a Paolo rookie card out of Mosaic or a pack of Haunted Hoops. Those are your choices. Pack of Haunted Hoops or the Paolo rookie out of Mosaic. All right, last pack. Let's see what we got. All right, Trae Young, David Roddy, Jason Tatum on a silver, Tyson Etienne from Wichita State, Kate Cunningham on a silver, Josh Minot numbered to 299, Johnny Davis rook, Beauchamp, Jaden Hardy, and Paul George. Man, that sucks. Not a single Chet or Paolo. Nets for ETN. Okay, oh, look at that. Tubman getting another auto. Oh, it was numbered too. My bad. Numbered to 149. Paolo, okay. Tuck George. You did better than some people. You didn't do so shabby. Like I said, I'm going to do a brief recap and then go upstairs and start bagging. Please, please understand. Old country song that I think of that with Honey, me and the boys went out last night. So we got an Ace and Newell patch card for the Hawks along with a numbered aerial powers. And then we got a Marvels. We got Becker's base and a Marvels for the wings, both going out to the wings. Purple. Maverick, Luca on a green, Cooper base holiday edition, Clay numbered to 249, Luca Prism Premier, Cooper Flag Power Movers, and then started off with a Brennan Miller on the winter. We got the Wendell Moore going out to the Pistons auto. For the Magic, Noah Penda, Paolo, and a sweet-looking Sparkle Powell. Rockets, Jabari Smith, Yao Ming on a purple, Tracy McGrady, 8-bit ballers, Jabari Smith base. And then the Cam Whitmore Winter and Amen Thompson on the Avalanche. Spurs, Generation Now, Dylan Harper base, Clutch Dylan Harper, and only one Chet in the whole break. Sorry, Thunder. Oh, the volume's gone? If it is, I apologize, guys. She probably just pulled the power plug. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.